In today's episode, annoying Karen wanted the exact change and got mad when she got the exact change. Want me to fuck up some girl's life? Hell nah. Can't give me the food I want? I'll do it myself. So let's get started. Annoying Karen wanted the exact change and got mad when she got the exact change. This happened like 5 years ago when I worked in a grocery store, so I might be paraphrasing a little since I don't remember exactly what was said. I'm gonna talk about change in SEK, KR, 1 Swedish krona, KR, equals $0.10. It was a quiet Saturday morning in the store. There wasn't barely any customers in the store. I was just hanging around the mail checkout. In my country you pick up parcels in big letters at your local grocery store since we don't have post offices anymore, preparing parcels for return, stocking stamps and envelopes whilst keeping an eye out for customers. We was understaffed that day, usually at least 2 people were out in the store, stocking shelves, helping customers etc. One always answer calls from the checkout and opening the second checkout in case there was many customers, and the other one is supposed to be out in the store helping customers and being available in the mail checkout. But on this day I was to only staff on the floor. It wasn't a big deal since the store was fairly quiet. I was just minding my own business and enjoyed the quietness of the store. But then Karen appeared. I saw her slowly approach the mail checkout. She was one of the regulars. She was a grumpy, troublesome customer. She acted like she hated the world and everyone in it. She was rude to staff, managers and other customers, very demanding, always complained about the most ridiculous things. If I'm going to mention everything that was wrong about her, we'd be here all day. Simply put it, when you saw her in the store you knew that she had some BS on her mind. Karen comes up to me grumpy as usually, starts violently ring the bell by the mail checkout even though I was right there in front of her. And then the following conversation ensued. "K, hello. Service please." Me, "Yes, hi, what can I help you with?" K, "I want to buy a stamp." Me, "Yes, do you want a stamp with a certain postage amount or a quantity stamp?" I need to ask this because she didn't specify which kind of stamp she wanted. K, "Sigh, how am I supposed know? You're the one working here. A regular stamp, how hard is it to understand?" Me, "Okay, so a quantity stamp. Is the letter under 50 grams? I did know that she probably wanted a quantity stamp, but still I have to ask. K, sigh, "Yes. How hard is it to understand?" I picked up a stamp and registered it in the checkout as you do. Me, "Yes, that would be 9 KR. Karen gives me a 10 KR coin, and I open the checkout box, and I see that we're out of 1 KR coins. In my head I was like, oh F me, she's gonna make a fuss out of this. Me, "I'm sorry, but we're out of 1 KR coins. Do you have another 1 KR? So I would get 11 KR, and can give her a 2 KR coin back." K, "But why? I want my 1 KR back. Nothing else. You need to go get more change. That's your job. You're just too lazy to go get me my change." I might sound like I was lazy as she said, but for some context. All the extra cash was stored in a safe in a different building. In order to get more change you would need to walk to the other end of the store, down to the basement, out to the street, round a corner and got down another set of stairs, and there's the safe. The safe was also super annoying to open. The combination was long and tricky, and it had a timer, so if you didn't manage to get the combination right in a certain time the safe would reset the combination, and you had to wait a minute before you could try again. I wasn't that used to open that safe since I rarely needed to open it. Some coworker would always do it, but I knew the combination. But since I wasn't used to put it in, it would take some time, like I got the wrong combination the first time, so I needed to wait and try again. Bear in mind that we was understaffed that day, so I didn't want to leave the store unsupervised just because some Karen wanted a 1 KR coin when I even saw that she had more 1 KR coins in her wallet. Me, explaining how inconvenient it is to get more change, and that we're understaffed. Karen, unacceptable. I want my change. Now go get it, you lazy brat. Me, I'm sorry for the inconvenience, but if you work with me we're gonna solve it. I noticed that you actually had 1 KR coins in your wallet. She cut me off. Karen, why are you looking in my wallet? It's none of your business what I have in my wallet. Are you going to get me my change or not? I just hatched a plan. I'm gonna give her the exact change, just a 1 KR coin. Me, oh I'm so sorry, yes of course I'm gonna get your exact change, the customer's always right, with my biggest service smile you wait here. Karen, well finally. So I walked through the store, out the back, down to the safe, struggled with the combination, got it wrong twice, I did eventually get it open. So I took a tube of 1 KR coins, a paper tube with 25 coins, and I opened it, took out 1 coin and put the rest of the tube in my pocket. I then proceeded to walk back to the store. I walked through the whole store, whilst holding a single 1 KR coin, arm extended right in front of my face, walking towards Karen by the male checkout. A small line had formed behind Karen, and you could hear the line sigh when they saw me coming with a single 1 KR coin. I gave the coin to Karen with a big smile, and said, "Here's your change, I'm so sorry for the inconvenience." She looked at me dumbfounded and said, "K, thanks, but you didn't have to embarrass me in front of all the other customers. Worst customer service ever. I'm never coming back here ever again." Me, thank you, have nice day. She then left with a huff. After she had left, I picked up the 1 KR coin tube out of my pocket and filled the cash box with the rest of the coins. How's that bad customer service? I didn't exactly what she told me to do. She wanted the change and she got the change. But to be honest, WTF is wrong with some people? A normal person would have just given me an extra 1 KR coin if they had one, take their 2 KR coin and left, or if they didn't have one they would just say screw it, it's just 1 KR, I would have said that. Want me to fuck up some girl's life? Hell nah. Old story, but in 2007 I was involved in a traffic accident on the I-95, I-695 ramp in Baltimore. Traffic went from the speed limit, 55 miles per hour, to a dead stop around the curve of the exit in a space of 500 feet, and it had just started raining. I and my Honda Accord managed to stop literal inches from the person in front of me's bumper. I had enough time to have half a sigh of relief before I was rear-ended so hard that the can of tea in my waist-level console cup holder wound up, splattered all over the windshield. I get out of the car and the person who hit me is literally crying blood. She's driving a Saturn that is at least a decade old, and the ancient airbag broke her nose and blacked both of her eyes. She's also crying for real, because this is her only transportation. I go F***CK, grab an umbrella out of my now weirdly shaped backseat, and hold it over her while she sobs, explains her brakes had been locking up lately, and she was literally on her way to the mechanics, and tries to text her boyfriend to pick her up. She's crying so hard that she drops her phone twice. And then a cop shows up. Baltimore cops are bastards, so he writes this girl a ticket about failure to control speed to avoid an accident and reckless endangerment and half a dozen other **T things to where the ticket would literally cost more than a new car and she might get her license revoked and or jail time. She's hysterical. I talk to her, reassure her it's not her fault, and manage to swap insurance info. Fast forward 2 months. I had mild whiplash, but I'm healed up and mostly good regarding the accident. Have a new car and everything. I get a notice in the mail that I am requested to be a witness for this poor girl's trial for her ticket. Don't have to show, but it'd be nice. F***CK if I'm gonna let that cop roast her. I was asked to. I'm taking a day off work to show up. I turn up in court dressed in my civil servant best. Was working for the state government at the time, so however stayed you imagine, multiply it by 3, and even toss on some makeup to impress the judge. I wait 3 hours for her hearing, because hell if I'm gonna accidentally be late. The cop goes first, making up a bunch of **T about how recklessly she was driving to have hit me in an accident he was probably 10 miles away from witnessing from his response time. Then the judge calls me, and I stand up. Cop looks this weird combo of surprised Pikachu.jpg, and pissed like he didn't expect me to show. Poor girl was already crying and starts crying more. So I get to the stand, get sworn in, and tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So I day that we were going exactly the speed limit I know, because I checked my speedometer in surprise that there wasn't more traffic. That she was following a proper distance behind me, because I checked my rear view mirror and she was a ways off. That it had just started raining after a dry week, so the road was greasy as F***ck, and I knew that because I'd almost slid into the car in front of me, only saved by my car's ABS. That her wheels had locked because I'd heard the screech and seen the skid marks, and that she definitely wasn't at fault because she was on her way to get her car's old-ass ABS fixed. And I mentioned that the cop didn't show up until 20 minutes later. I know this sounds like an "and everyone clapped" moment, but the judge did thank me for doing my civic duty in turning up. And I got a quick hug from the poor girl after the judge dismissed her charges. Anyway, Baltimore cops are bastards, and if you can turn up in court to fight a traffic ticket, even someone else's, you should do so. Can't give me the food I want? I'll do it myself. Short and sweet one that came to mind after discovering this sub today. Back in college at Mizzou, the freshmen living in the dorms would eat in a big cafeteria. You get in line, walk up to the counter for the food you want. The cafeteria worker would give it at you, then you sit and eat. Important to note, it's an all-you-can-eat type thing. Once you swipe in, you can have an unlimited amount of food. Also, many cafeteria workers were students just trying to help pay for college. One day my buddies and I went to get some dinner in the cafe. One counter had chili cheese hot dogs with a side of fries. Sounds good. You know what sounds just as good? Chili cheese fries. That's what I want. I stand in line, wait, and get to the front. The worker, who was obviously a student my age, puts the hot dog in the bun, scoops the cheese from the container, puts it on the dog, scoops the chili from the other container, puts it on the dog. Puts fries on the plate. Hands it to me. Hey, could I get some chili and cheese on my fries, please? No, sorry, it's not part of the recipe. Right, I know, but I just wanted to get some on my fries. No, sorry, I can't, it's not part of the recipe. I've had mixed and matched ingredients before with other workers, like it was no problem. Can I just get some chili and cheese on my fries? I'm not going to say it again, I will not put it on your fries. I have the most dumbfounded WTF look on my face, and she's staring me down, obviously irritated. I'm pretty angry with the rule I've never heard of or experienced, so I decided to go another route. I asked for another chili cheese hot dog. So she grabs another hot dog, puts it in a bun, puts on the chili, puts on the cheese, and hands it to me. Making a point of maintaining eye contact, I hold the second hot dog in my hand, take my fork, and scrape off all the chili and cheese from the top of the hot dog onto my fries on my first plate. Thanks for the help. My buddies went up afterwards and she didn't deny them chili and cheese on their fries, lol. If you made it to the end of the video, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and we will see you in the next video.